The Nintendo DS Lite is a dual-screen handheld game console developed and manufactured by Nintendo. It is the best-selling handheld video game console of all time and also the best-selling DS model of all time. It is a slimmer, brighter, and more lightweight redesign of the original Nintendo DS. It was announced on January 26, 2006, more than a month before its initial release in Japan on March 2, 2006 due to overwhelming demand for the original model. It has been released in Australia, North America, Europe, New Zealand, Singapore, and defined regions in South America, the Middle East, and East Asia. As of March 31, 2014, shipments of the DS Lite have reached 93.86 million units worldwide, according to Nintendo. Launch and development. A larger model of the DS Lite was an unreleased alternative to the DS Lite. It was ready for mass production but Nintendo decided against its release as sales of the DS Lite were still strong. Instead Nintendo prepared the Xi and released a Xi XL version of that console a year later. This larger DS Lite featured an increased screen size of 3.8 inches screens, and lacked the wide viewing angle of the Xi XL. Japan The Nintendo DS Lite was released on March 2, 2006 in Japan, with the suggested retail price of ¥16,800, but due to lack of supply and excessive demand of Nintendo DS systems at retail price following the Nintendo DS Lite's launch in Japan, many Asian electronics distributors raised the retail price of the redesigned handheld console to ¥23,300. On some Japanese auction sites it was being offered for prices as high as ¥40,000. Even though Nintendo managed to release 550,000 units in March 2006, the DS Lite was sold out soon after its launch. The shortage was supposed to be eased after Nintendo released 700,000 Nintendo DS Lites during April 2006. However, retailers in Tokyo sold out yet again by late May 2006. This shortage would last for most of 2006 and 2007 with retailers all around the country having permanent ads apologizing for the shortage and announcing the ignorance of when a restock would arrive. When the product arrived, it would sell out within days. Since restocking was erratic, looking for the product often involved several visits to different retailers, and most of the time without finding the product. This was still the case in Japan as of April 25, 2007, with stores turning away potential customers every day and selling out quickly. Australia The Nintendo DS Lite was released in Australia on June 1, 2006 for $199.95. It came with a demo for Dr. Kawashima's brain training, How Old Is Your Brain? As of mid-2009, the device sells for approximately $188 Australian dollars. North America The Nintendo DS Lite was released on June 11, 2006, for $129 in the United States, and $149 in Canada. There have been various reports of North American Target, Walmart, Kmart, and Muja stores having sold Nintendo DS Lite units as early as May 30, 2006, breaking the official launch date. On June 12, 2006, GameSpot reported that North American Nintendo DS Lites had sold out at major online retailers, as well as several brick-and-mortar stores. On June 13, 2006, Nintendo announced that 136,500 units were sold in 2 days since the DS Lite went on sale in North America, and seemed to be on pace to the 500,000 sold by the original Nintendo DS in its first 10 days. Shortly after its launch, the DS Lite was sold out at major U.S. retailers. However, it did not have the same ongoing shortages in the U.S. as it did in Japan through 2006 and 2007. Europe The Nintendo DS Lite was officially released in Europe on June 23, 2006, for £99.99 in the UK, a 149.99 in the Eurozone. In Finland and Sweden, the DS Lite was released on June 22, 2006, due to midsummer. In just 10 days, Nintendo announced it had sold 200,000 Nintendo DS Lites in Europe. On June 12, 2006, Chinese media organization China.com reported that a container intended for shipment to Europe was stolen, which contained 18 million Hong Kong dollars worth of goods, including black Nintendo DS Lites and games. Later, Games Industry Biz reported that Nintendo had indeed confirmed that a number of white DS Lite made for the UK market were stolen in Hong Kong. South Korea Nintendo opened its latest subsidiary, Nintendo of Korea, led by Mineo Kauda, on July 20, 2006. The DS Lite is the first console to be released in South Korea by the subsidiary, being released on January 18, 2007 for a copyright 150,000. Popular Korean actor Jang Dong-gun and Ahn Sung-ki has been enlisted to help promote the console. Nintendo Korea stated that they have sold more than 1 million units in the first year of sale, with around 1.4 million sold as of April 2008. Hardware. Features. The Nintendo DS Lite is compatible with Game Boy Advance and regular DS games. The DS Lite has a DS slot on top and the Game Boy slot on bottom. It also has a microphone and dual screens. Technical comparison. Capable of receiving Wi-Fi signals from other systems in the Nintendo DS and 3DS families, Nintendo Wii systems, and Wi-Fi access points. WEP encrypted and unencrypted networks are supported. WPA encryption is not supported. Dozens of colors in limited editions were released. Technical specifications. Size, 73.9 mm tall, 133 mm wide, 21.5 mm deep. Top screen, a backlit, 3.12-inch, transmissive TFT color LCD with 256x192 pixel resolution and 0.24 mm dot pitch, capable of displaying a total of 262,144 colors. Touchscreen, same specifications as top screen, but with a transparent analog touchscreen. Wireless communication, IEEE 802.11b. Wireless range is 30 to 100 feet. Multiple users can play certain multiplayer games with one DS game card using DS Download Play. Controls, touchscreen, embedded microphone for voice recognition, XY face buttons, directional control pad, L shoulder pads, start and select dimples, and power slider. The stylus is 1 cm longer and 2 mm thicker than the stylus of the original Nintendo DS. Input-output, ports for both Nintendo DS game cards and Game Boy Advance game packs, terminals for stereo headphones and a microphone. A removable cover for the Game Boy Advance game pack slot provides added protection from dust and other foreign materials. Other features: embedded PictoChat software that allows up to 16 users within local range of one another to chat at once. Embedded real-time clock. Date, time and alarm. Touchscreen calibration. The alarm can only be activated if the power is on. CPUs, 2 ARM processors, an ARM946ES main CPU and ARM7 TDM microprocessor at clock speeds of 67 MHz and 33 MHz respectively. Sound, stereo speakers providing virtual surround sound, depending on the software. Battery, lithium-ion battery delivering from 15 to 19 hours of play on a 3-hour charge. Power-saving sleep mode. AC adapter. Languages: English, Japanese, Spanish, French, German, Italian. Accessories: like its predecessor, the Nintendo DS Lite is compatible with the Nintendo DS headset accessory. However, the DS Lite uses an AC power adapter that differs from the one used for the original Nintendo DS and Game Boy Advance SP due to a smaller adapter AC port on the top of the unit. Model comparison. Sales. Image gallery. References. External links, official websites, official Nintendo DS Lite website, 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 official Nintendo DS Lite website.